Alright folks, let's dive straight into it. Today we're breaking down the highlights from President Joe Biden's recent NATO press conference. This event was highly anticipated, and it certainly did not disappoint. President Joe Biden took center stage at the NATO press conference, and man, it was quite the spectacle. The room was buzzing with energy, and all eyes were on Biden as he addressed the international audience. Now, the big question on everyone's mind. Can Biden handle the heat? Let's break it down. The stakes were high, and the pressure was palpable. Everyone was eager to see how he would perform under such intense scrutiny. Biden's been on a whirlwind tour lately, hitting up Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. These states are crucial for his political strategy, and he's been making sure to connect with voters and address their concerns directly. He's been working hard to show that he's got the stamina and mental acuity to run for a second term. This tour has been a testament to his dedication and determination to prove his capabilities. But it all came to a head at the NATO press conference. This was the moment where all his efforts were put to the test in front of a global audience. So what exactly went down? Let's take a closer look at the key moments from the press conference. Reporters were firing off questions left and right, testing Biden's command of policy and politics. The questions ranged from international relations to domestic issues, and Biden had to be on his toes to respond effectively. And you know what? He held his ground. Despite the barrage of questions, Biden managed to maintain his composure and provide thoughtful answers. There were moments where he seemed sharp and on point, addressing complex issues with a clear stance. His responses on topics like NATO's future and international cooperation were particularly noteworthy. But let's not sugarcoat it. The press conference wasn't without its challenges. There were also instances where he stumbled a bit. These moments were noticeable and have sparked discussions about his readiness for another term. It's these moments that fuel the debate about whether he's up for another term. Critics argue that these stumbles are indicative of a larger issue, while supporters believe they are minor hiccups in an otherwise strong performance. Martha Joint Kumar, a political science professor emeritus, calls these solo press conferences the crown jewel of presidential interchanges. They are a true test of a president's ability to communicate and handle pressure. Why? Because they bring out the raw, unfiltered interaction between the president and the press corps. It's a unique opportunity to see the president in a more spontaneous and unscripted setting. Now, Biden's team is pushing hard to show that he's got what it takes. They are working tirelessly to highlight his strengths and downplay any weaknesses. He's done TV interviews, called into MSNBC's Morning Joe, and he's got more lined up. These media appearances are part of a broader strategy to keep him in the public eye and reinforce his message. They're pulling out all the stops to prove he's in it to win it. From social media campaigns to public events, every move is carefully calculated to bolster his image. So, where does this leave us? Biden's performance at the NATO press conference was a mixed bag, and opinions are divided. Biden did show resilience and a grasp of the issues at the NATO press conference, but those stumbles? They're hard to ignore. They raise questions about his ability to maintain this level of performance consistently. It's a mixed bag, and it really comes down to how much weight you put on those moments. Some see them as minor setbacks, while others view them as significant red flags. In the end, the real test will be the upcoming campaign trail. This is where Biden will have to prove himself day in and day out, connecting with voters and addressing their concerns. Will Biden continue to show strength, or will these questions about his stamina persist? Only time will tell. The campaign trail is unforgiving, and every moment will be scrutinized. That's a wrap for today's recap. We'll be keeping a close eye on Biden's journey and bringing you all the updates. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Catch you next time. Stay informed and stay engaged.